Okay, well, it's time to get into the package and see exactly what $50 got me in gold pay dirt. So this guy guarantees a half gram of gold. In his pay dirts. They sell out pretty quick. He does a lot of reviews on gold pay dirt. His name is Klesh Guitars on YouTube. It should be on the bag, I'm sure. Yeah, Klesh Guitars, Strike Gold Pay Dirt. So he does have some that he added a little bit extra gold to. I might find a coin in here. Might find one of his guitar picks. It'll be kind of interesting to see what I get. So there's the seal. And okay. It looks like dirt. So good with that. Right here, I got one of his signed guitar picks. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna give that to my daughter. Set that to the side. I'm gonna put some dirt in my classifier. Yeah. I was just using this a week ago or so. Okay, good enough. So I'll just dump it in here and see if I can catch it's bigger. That's a little underwhelming, right? So I'm actually going to rinse that out and make sure I don't miss any bits of gold. But here's... Now the coins were just things that he found metal detecting. Yeah, it's just a Lincoln. Set that next there. It's kind of neat. A little crystal. My daughter will like that. I might make it into a necklace or something. That's cool. And, ooh, look at that. See a piece of gold right down there. Any of these bigger pieces. So I guess I didn't need to classify it out this size. Yeah, that's a nice piece of gold there. Let's see if I can't. Yeah, that's a picker. Look at that thing. Oh, got another one of them. Got a little bit of weight to it. Let's see what kind of... Oh yeah, nice. Well, that's exciting. So there really wasn't any need to classify it to that size. So I'll put that away. Next I'll use the kitchen stringer. I need to make sure I don't have anything in here. I know I'm guaranteed a half ounce of gold, and if there's anything, or a half gram of gold, half ounce I wish. If there's anything in here, let me just... Okay, so... separate the really fine stuff. Okay. Nice. Let's look through this real quick before panning. I think that's that one piece I already found. Some mica. Another little bit right here. Sweet. So since this is dry, I think I'm going to try and pull the black sands out. Okay, so before I go ahead and pan through this stuff, I want to see if I can't remove some of the black sand. So you want to do this when it's dry. All this pay dirt is nice and dry, so I have a magnet. I'm just jerry-rigged something here so I can get the sand off. If I just use the magnet, then it's going to stick to the magnet. I'll never get it off, but this should work. Yeah, I can hear it. Oh yeah, that's working. And it's just going to make it easier for me to pan this out if I don't have a bunch of black sand to deal with, because the black sand is going to sit with the gold. It's you know, heavier than everything else in here, and it gets to be a pain to separate. Okay, that's a good little amount. I'm gonna go ahead and set that there. So the good thing about this panning station is if I pan too fast and I lose something, and I can always get back in here and find it. So this is actually a good tool for me to try and see if my technique works. I tend to pan a little quick, so I can go back through all the dirt in here, which I will do just to make sure I didn't miss anything. But yeah, so this is the Plus kitchen strainer. I'm gonna go ahead and that wet. So this stuff is really clean. As you can see, there's not even a lot of, oh, there's a little bit of matter in there, but it's there's not a lot of clay or dirt. So generally when gold panning, you know, you want to wait for planes to go by so you can be heard, but you're gonna go ahead and just shake everything down to that corner. Gold's gonna sit right down here, so the two pieces that I know that are in there, they're going to be right down here. And you just shake it, shake it, shake it, and then you just kind of do a scooping action, and all that, see, all this stuff is like just moving around. It's all really light, so it's gonna come off. Watch, just like that. Sometimes when panning, you got to be not afraid to lose what's in your pan, because the gold again is going to be right down in the bottom. I'll shake it. So this guy does put different things. There's gems. They'd all be really small examples. Garnets in here. Never actually tried panning for garnets. I think it's stays kind of in the bottom where the gold's at, so it'll be interesting to see once we get rid of this what the heavies are. Okay, so got her here. And then I'll just slowly, yep, see, everything else just came away from the gold, and I'm left with these two pickers, which is all I really saw when I was looking through that. So that's awesome. Now, because I have mad skills and I'm not afraid to do it, I'm just going to go ahead and keep panning in this pan. So I'm just going to add half of this. Obviously, I could fill this pan up with dirt and pan through it in about the same time, but then all my fun would be over. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. So it's really important that you get everything moving in your pan. If there's any clumps of little dirt, stuff like that, you want to make sure you break it up. Clean off any larger rocks. See, everything's moving in there. You see that gold poking through the two pickers. Oh, I can already see some. Look at that. Look at that. Oh. So I'm gonna go ahead and a little bit more water in here and get all of this down to the corner. And just let the light stuff off. Oh, super important. I forgot to do it. 1 second. Need to use a surfactant. So jet dry, just a little bit in there. And what that does is gold will float, even though it's the heaviest thing in there. The itty bitty little specks, like I think I lost a little guy, or it's just a yellow rock. I'm not sure which, but because it'll float, there we go. You could actually lose it off the top. So like oil from your fingers, if it gets on the dirt, then or a brand new pan, oils that they use to make it, you'd want to make sure you go through and season that pan before you use it, and then use something like jet dry when you're panning in a tub like this. Again, I'm going to go through all little bits in here and pan it again to see if I missed anything. If I let anything escape over the top. Let's take that lighter sand right off. Now, I'm not worried because all of that gold, when you shake it, it moves to that bottom corner. You see how it's got a lip there? It's sitting right there. I'm not worried at all. I see a little bit come through. Some of that out of there. Okay, I'm gonna bring it all back in the pan, and then I'll slowly try and uncover just the gold. Start seeing it come through. There we go. So there's my two big pieces. A little bit more. Still have some black sand in there. I need to work on my magnet. See, that gold just doesn't want to move. It's there. So two bigger pieces, and then I got a bunch of tiny flakes. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna go ahead and dump the rest in here. Rinse that out. Okay, get everything moving. So really dirty stuff, you're gonna just kind of clean it a couple times until your water in your pan is pretty clean. So right there, that's pretty clean. Got it all at an angle, shaking that gold down into the corner. So let's see what we get. At least a half a gram. So a one-handed pan technique. Getting down to it now. Okay, I think that's about all I want to comfortably try and remove. Left with mainly just black sand and gold. I'm going to spin it around and see what all I got. A little bit. Oh, there we go. Some good gold trailing around here, but most of it's staying right at the top. I don't know if you can see it, but if you tap it, that gold will walk right up that pan. And it's going to take a little bit of work to separate all that. Lots and lots of fines in there. Yeah, don't you wish every pan looked like that? Holy cow. Well, there we have it. So it looks about like a half gram. He does have bonus bags. I don't think I got a bonus bag. So then to get the gold from here, you need a snuffer bottle. So I just had to make sure this was cleaned up, and it's just a vacuum, right? Go through and suck all that up. Some of it might be too big to get in there. Huh? So I'm going to take some time and suck all this up, and once I get it separated from all the black sand, I'll bring you back and show you what I got.